It's the largest sector of agriculture in Nebraska, so it goes without saying, improving the livestock industry will help grow our economy. The Nebraska Livestock Friendly County program recognizes counties that actively support that industry. Last August, Market Journal spoke with Nebraska Governor Pete Ricketts at the state capitol. We asked him about the importance of livestock in Nebraska's economy.
Livestock is part of our agricultural industry, and agriculture is the heart and soul of what we do in here in Nebraska. It drives our economy. 1 in 4 jobs in Nebraska is tied back to agriculture. And if you look at the over 20% it makes up of our state economy, about half of that is related to livestock. And so one of the ways that we can grow agriculture is by growing livestock here in our state.
And one of the ways that we are trying to do that is by creating counties that are livestock friendly. Tell us a little bit about that program.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Livestock Friendly Program is a designation that the state gives to counties when they go back and take a look at their regulations, work with the state to get that designation, basically see what can they do to make sure that they're being welcoming to those businesses, and frankly also setting the rules for the people in that county so they know what will happen if a livestock operator comes to their county. So at the end of the day, what it really says is that the county commissioners and the zoning people have all gotten together to say, hey, we're open for business. We want to see more livestock operations in our county because we know that helps us create jobs in our county.
And it's important for producers as well.
Yeah, because one of the things that any business wants, and especially livestock producers, is they want that certainty. And again, when you establish those ground rules, what it says is the county is business friendly and open for business. Those livestock operators can come in and get established and again start creating the jobs that then help support the local economy, property taxes, schools, roads. And it's not just the jobs on the livestock operation, it's also the jobs that are related to agriculture, whether you're talking about somebody who's going to be the seed salesman or the implement dealer or the bank examiner or whoever it would be, the loan officer, all those jobs are going to be tied back to agriculture. So by growing that fundamental core of agriculture and especially livestock, what that allows us to do is create other jobs that then make sure that we have those great opportunities for our young people to stay in our counties.
Now we're doing a pretty good job here. We're up to 50%. I think Polk County is the latest one to create this designation. But 50%, how important is that to the state?
Yeah, Polk County was the one that pushed us over the edge to get to 50%. And that is fantastic for the state of Nebraska. That shows again that the counties are getting on board with these programs and are putting the rules in place so that they're welcoming to those livestock operations. And that's absolutely critical for us as a state. What we have to do to grow agriculture is focus on value-added agriculture. And livestock is our best opportunity to do that. To take the row crops we grow, the hay, the dried distiller's grain, and be able to feed it to livestock here in our state rather than shipping it out of state adds value to it and creates more economic prosperity for us. And so by making sure that we're livestock friendly, we're helping grow value-added agriculture that really, again, ripples through our entire economy.
You talked a little bit about this earlier, but let's really reiterate the value of livestock producing in Nebraska.
Yeah, so if you look at all of our overall ag receipts, livestock makes up about half of it. And we are a huge exporter of, for example, beef. We're the largest beef exporting state in the country, over $1.2 billion. Last year, our beef exports to Japan, for example, grew by 26%. But that's not alone. Our pork exports grew by 46%. So what we want to do is make sure we have more opportunities to be able to grow those export markets because about 95% of the world's consumers lie outside our borders. And livestock, that protein, is going to be in huge demand in a world that is increasingly looking for that. It's a huge opportunity for us. And again, that livestock friendly designation helps make sure we've got the counties in place that can welcome those livestock operations and be able to create those great paying jobs. And it's also great from the standpoint of when you bring in those operations, it helps not only create those direct jobs, but allows that livestock or our farmers and ranchers to be able to diversify the revenue stream, allows them to bring young people in and build equity, all things that strengthen our ag economy.
Now, one of the things that it seems like this is saying is Nebraska is open for business. Is this working?
Yeah, absolutely. So for example, I mentioned how our exports are growing. So we're really developing that reputation worldwide for our high quality products. We can also see it when I was in Japan last year. Mm-hmm. We went to a restaurant that has since rebranded itself with the Nebraska name because of our high quality beef. We see it in companies like Costco when they chose to locate their poultry processing facility in Fremont. They did that because they know that we're a great place for them to be able to grow. Not only are they going to be creating those 800 jobs in Fremont, but the opportunity for about 125 farmers to put up poultry barns, which will again help them to build that equity, bring young people back, all those great things that go along with growing value-added agriculture. And again, I think what they see is a great opportunity here in Nebraska to be able to do that.
And we've had some struggles in the industry in recent years. Things are looking good right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, if you look at what we're doing, we're growing our beef industry, we're adding on to our swine herd. I think we're a great opportunity for people in poultry. We mentioned Costco already, but you've got Hendricks Genetics, which has opened up a chick hatchery in Grand Island, one for turkeys down in Beatrice. So I think you're seeing that people are seeing us not only for beef and pork, but looking at other areas of livestock that they grow, like poultry, and that we're a great place to do that because we've got that great accessibility to water, especially with the Ogallala Aquifer. That's helped us, for example, become the #1 state for cattle on feed, but it also means that we've got the great opportunity to irrigate. We're the largest irrigated state in the country. That creates certainty around that feed source, and that's something that is attractive to people as well. When you can bring in that corn and those soybeans, it really helps make that operator know that they're going to have access to that high quality feed. And of course, if you look at that Costco plant, they are going to use about 360,000 bushels of corn every week and about 3,000 metric tons of soybean meal. That's equivalent of about 2,000 acres of corn and 2,000 acres of soybeans every week. That's going to be a tremendous benefit to those local farmers and helping out with their basis. Huge deal. It's a win-win.
For more information and to see a map of livestock-friendly counties, you can visit the Nebraska Department of Agriculture's website, and that is nda.nebraska.gov.